Welcome back
to this week's episode of Too Delusional to Care.
Because we are too delusional to care.
Literally. Period.
And I'm Kate.
And in case anyone hasn't noticed, we have not changed because we're pretending that it's next week and just recording 2 in a day.
Yeah. For you, it's next week. For us, it's last week.
Yeah. Same day. We do shower and change our clothes.
Sometimes. Sometimes we do. We said that we were going to talk predictions this week. Because it's what day would this come out? Let me just take a peek. So last week was super dark, which for us was like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
We were really down. But we're going to switch it up for you. We're going to make sure that we're going to bring the vibes back. So this one should come out the 31st of January.
Okay.
So we're like a month behind on our predictions and stuff, but better late than ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I have some mostly minor like football predictions. So we'll see how that goes. It'll be interesting to see who wins the games tonight and then when they play next week. So
yeah. By tonight we mean last week.
Yeah.
So
this is we're making predictions. Yeah. The Chiefs are getting ready to play the Bills. So if that gives you guys some timeline. And the Bucks and Lions are playing right now.
Yeah, they are. How are they doing?
The
Bucks are already playing? Oh yeah, I guess
they're tied at 10 right now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So that's gonna be a good one. But
yeah, who are you rooting for?
And this one I kind of want the Lions to win. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the Lions just because, Midwest teams. I want to.
They have a better record.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
do they? Yeah, they do. The Bucks. They were killing it. So I was pretty upset when they beat the Eagles for obvious reasons. It's just it was a sad game to watch, and I've gotten really into the Kelsey brothers. So when that whole thing happened, and I don't know, by this time that this comes out, Jason Kelsey may release or not release his official retirement, but there were rumors about him retiring. So it was like super sad to see that. But I don't know. I just have this like inkling that like he said in his podcast with his brother, he said like, I wouldn't announce it like that. Like when the time is right, I'll let people know. I'm wondering like, okay, is that you saying it's coming? Like you're going to announce it, but you're just going to do it officially. But like part of me is like, I don't know. I think he's just, I don't know. My heart breaks. I just love watching him. I would say I'm probably an Eagles fan. Like I love the Chiefs because Travis Kelsey, I really like watching them, but there's just something about the Eagles. I love the Eagles. Big Eagles.
It seems like they have a good like community.
Yeah. Like I love they give me like White Sox vibes where it's just kind of like grungy and like all the fans, like, they're just like die hard and, the Chiefs give me Cubs vibes, which I feel like I've said before.
I think so.
But yeah.
Yeah. I became an honorary Chiefs fan just because I was living in Missouri for so long.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. No ties to the Bears. So then when I was in Missouri, people like got like not into football, but like the people I was hanging out with were into football.
I didn't know my chair fell backwards. Oh, that was funny.
And then this week we go to the hospital.
Yeah. That was wild. Can't believe that happened.
But yeah, so I just have been like a Chiefs fan, and I think I said this in a different episode. If I would have known that Taylor was going to date Travis Kelsey, I would have re-enlisted and stayed in Missouri.
I would have stayed in the military.
Yeah, for as long as they remain together.
Yeah, I don't blame you. What a wild. Could you imagine being there?
Yes and no. Like I would have bought like season tickets. I would have been in Kansas City every weekend. Like,
oh yeah, done the whole thing. You have to.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah. So predictions. I think it's funny that yours are like all football. Considering football's almost over.
I don't know anything about football. I have a couple other ones, but I also I'm not really following pop culture. Oh, I have another one. Okay, I do have some.
I do not follow pop culture at all, hence why I am the way that I am.
Mm-hmm.
I'm behind every trend all the time. But I have some predictions for myself.
Yeah,
Like
let's hear
things I want to do. Are we just jumping right into it?
Yeah.
Into it. So some things for me, I would love to travel to a new country. I've only flown and landed in Japan and had a layover there and stuff, but I've never Guam is technically US territory.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I haven't been to a different country. So I would love to do that. So hopefully that's on the list. These are not like resolutions. These are just like, this is what I want. Because if it doesn't happen, I can't handle the disappointment. So this is a good one. I'm a pretty sustainable person. Like I like living sustainably, but I want to like push that. So I want to live more sustainable. So, like waste-free stuff, which I'm already decent at, but I want to be like really good at not wasting like plastic and just all of that. And I want to get into like electronics. By electronics, I mean like I want to watch less TV, which is so funny that I say that considering what I want to be going into, like what I plan on doing now. But I want to I don't want things plugged in at night. Like I can't unplug my Wi-Fi or anything, but like I want to unplug my phone charger and like my, stuff because what is it called? Like EFMs, EMF, whatever, like the waves through the air and whatnot. If you know more about that, let me know. But yeah, I want less electronics in my life, like use the microwave less and that kind of thing, ultimately leading to oh my God. Whoa, less toxins. Just I don't want to microwave plastic and, get all the toxins in me because everything is toxic and whatnot. So yeah, that's a big one for me. I want to just keep growing in that journey.
I love that.
Yeah. I have a few more, but if you want to join in at any time.
I want to finish my degree in 2024.
Yeah.
That's a big one. It's been long enough. So I'm ready to be done with that.
How long do you have?
Ow. I have 2 semesters left, so it's
pop up, queen.
I will be officially a senior.
That's awesome. Are you going to go to school while you're deployed?
No.
Okay.
I can't because all my practical, it's all my not clinicals, but like the equivalent of that, like it's all in classroom stuff. So I have to like go to school, literally go to schools.
Yeah. Do you get TA while you're active right now?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That is you get TA when you're not active too?
No.
Do you have to dip into your GI? Oh yeah, you have had to use your GI Bill. That's right.
Yeah. So I've been using my GI Bill, but I can't use it because the classes I need, I have to be there for.
Yeah, that sucks.
So that's fine. Yeah. So
McCall's not going to be with us very long.
Yeah. But we'll have episodes, so you won't even know I'm gone.
Won't even know. Yeah.
It's fine.
That's what else? Your degree?
Yeah, my degree.
I love that. I just finished my associates last semester. I guess if we're going to go career-wise, I guess get good at what I'm about to be doing, which I don't even want to say because I'm if I'm bad at it.
I don't think you'll be bad at it. And you have, I'll support you. I don't know anything about it, but I support you. And then Maggie is going to help you. And
so supportive.
She won't let you fail. So
I already told her, I said, if I suck, just literally block me. Just don't talk to me. It's fine. Just block me. It's fine. I get it. You know what I mean? If I'm that bad, just leave me. Just leave me be.
Just cut me out.
Yeah. Because I don't want you to have to tell me I suck. That sucks. No one wants to be that person. So just block me.
Yeah. I think that's good.
Yeah. But that would be a big one.
Mine are all kind of obvious. I would like to figure out where I'm going to live. So figuring out where I'm going to move next.
I'll add that to my list.
That should probably be number one, but
yeah, figure it out. Whatever.
I'll figure it out. I have some options in mind, like ABC kind of thing. So it'll just be like at the time, once things like settle down and it's like, okay, like what actually like makes sense.
What makes sense right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm always an option. I would love for us to live together.
I know. We'd have so much fun.
I also want to live with my mom.
I also want to live everywhere. I want to live overseas.
Yeah. So, I have a good one. Kind of going back to last week, which was earlier. I have two for this. I don't want to attach myself to negative emotions. So like if somebody upsets me or I spill something, like I don't want to attach myself to that. Like I can be mad, but like I don't need to like sit there and talk about it, and like it doesn't need to trigger me and whatnot. And I loosely say that like I don't mean like trigger in like a condescending way. I think the word triggered is just so overused, but like I don't need to be mad.
Like allow it to like consume like your time than it needs to.
Right. Like if something happens today that pisses me off, I don't need to tell my mom in like a week and like just carry it out. Like it's whatever, which I'm normally pretty good at that stuff anyway. But I also I love the drama. So yeah. So if something happens, I'm like, Mom, guess what happened to me 3 weeks ago? This is an eraser.
I was like, what is that? I was like, is that a crystal?
No, it's like one of those like art erasers that.
Oh, cool.
It just squishes and pulls into everything. It doesn't work for shit, but it is nice to.
It's fun to like play with.
Yeah. So yeah, that's one. And then learn to what I can't control other people and their reactions or their actions. I can't like change those things. And I think that causes me a lot of stress. Yeah. I want to be able to know when things are happening and know, I have people in my life going through things and I want to be like, do this. But like I'm a different person. I'm not them. So learn to like let go of that. Control maybe would be the word.
Yeah. Like just
hate that word.
Yeah. That's a good one. Like people are their own people and you can't like feel responsible for like other people's actions.
Exactly. Yeah. Or their consequences. I think that's a big one for me. It's like I want to pick up everybody's problems, and like when something sets on fire, I want to run there and be like, I need to put this fire out. Like I am I don't know where I get it from, because I'm very much like, I mean, I think you even witnessed it when you went through your breakup. I was like, I'll be there in a heartbeat. What do you need? Like, we'll pack up, we'll leave. And you're like, I've got my family. And I'm like, but I'll be there. I'm coming to fix this, and I don't know if that's like, again, like a control thing, or like, I want to be that person where like, I subconsciously
like an uber empath.
Yeah. And I just want to like, this may sound, I don't mean it in like a selfish way, but like subconsciously, I want to be that person where, in 10 years, you're like, you helped me through the hardest part of my life, whatever, which I feel like that sounds selfish, but I'm like, I just want to be there for people, and like, they know that I'm there. So I just want to put out everybody's fires.
I don't think that sounds selfish. I think it just sounds like you are a good person. And
I think it gets annoying though. Like, when my dad had some, like he was starting a business and whatnot. And I was like, oh my God, let me help you. As if I have any fucking clue how to do that. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is what you should do. This is what you like. Have you tried this? Have you tried that? And he has done these things before. Like he has started a business and I'm like, let me help you. Let me help you. I know what I'm doing.
You're like, clearly. I got it.
Really do. Yeah. I'm very good at being like, I told you this. What execute now? Yeah.
I'm very good at like confidently going somewhere with no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like I'll get us there, but like I don't know. I'll lead the charge.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're doing though.
Yeah. I know where, like, I'll get us there, but I don't know where it is. Like, I don't know what the place is.
I actually don't know the destination. I don't have any directions or qualifications, but yeah, I'll be in charge.
Yeah. I feel like the more we say this, the more it's like, I feel like people are like, can listen and just be like, control. You're a control freak. Yeah. Control. And I'm like, no, but it's not that, you know, because I also hate having control. I'm like, everybody else do it. But then nobody does it. And I'm like, I'll just fucking fix it. I'll fix it myself.
I'll do it. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's me.
So yeah, give that up. Stop doing that. Stop trying to tell everybody how to do things, because I'm not always right.
How'd that feel?
I'm gonna cut that one out.
That never happened.
No. X-nay that one.
I'm just kidding, actually.
I take that back.
I go to the gym, but I just think ultimately I want to get back into my routine of like just a routine, and like when like I would like to just be healthier ultimately. So part of that for me is like going to the gym, cooking, which I have started to do again.
Oh, I love that.
I know. I'm eating real food, real meals.
Yeah. Well, it's probably easier, not easier. I say easier in a very loose sense, but it's probably nicer being in your own space. Like I know last week we talked about, you know, you not going home this weekend, and it's like, you probably need that. Like, even though you're not in like your space, you're in a hotel room, it's like your own space for a little bit. And like, you can cook there and do those things. Not that you can't cook at home, but it's like totally different, you know?
It's like what we talked about like last week, how we just like go home.
Responsibilities.
And it's like I forgot how to do everything. So I think just like the last, like year, I've been so unstable with like my living situation that like now I finally do feel like a sense of like security, and I'm like, yeah, like I'll cook.
Yeah.
I'll go to the gym, and I'm getting back into that. So that's nice. And then like the people at my work, we're all doing like a weight loss challenge. So that's gonna help keep me up, because I like a challenge. I like games. Yeah, I'm competitive. Like I like games anyway. So I'm looking at this like a game. So I'm like, that'll be good. And then I do want to run another marathon. So
you should.
I know. I'm like, might as
well. Put it out there.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna start very slowly training for that. Marathon season's not until, well, I guess there's some in the spring, but probably looking to do one in like the fall.
I didn't know that was a good thing. There's seasons for it.
Yeah, like it typically starts like May. Like the big ones, like Chicago is October, and then Boston is later in October or like November or something like that.
Sure.
But then there's some other like spring ones that pop up in like April, May. So looking to do one
when it's warm.
No, I hate running in the heat.
But like Chicago April isn't like hot, you know?
No, that's true. Yeah, I think when I did the half marathon that I ran was in May, and I remember the weather. Like I was wearing like cropped like leggings, like those ones, and then a t-shirt, and I was like perfect for running a half marathon. And then when I ran the marathon in September, I was like running in biker shorts and a t-shirt, and that was like that's also like perfect.
Yeah.
So
why is it that when we go home, like when we're at our parents', that like, I know we talked about this earlier, but like I go home, I like don't eat, like I won't eat breakfast. I have no schedule. Like Katrina's like, well, let's go to the grocery store. Let's, you know, get stuff for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I'm like, that's not my problem while I'm here. Like, I'm good. What do you mean? Yeah. I'm like, what do you mean? I don't need that.
I think it's just like you're so like off, like you're so like thrown off from any routine that you did have, that like when you do go home, like, because I'm the same way, like when I travel as well, like anywhere, like my routine's off, so I'm not like eating what I normally do or not normal hours, and I'm not like working out or like getting my steps in or whatever that I'm just like, I just don't need to eat. Food's like an optional thing, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's why. I think it's just because it's not home and like it's home, but it's not home anymore.
Yeah. Well, before we left for like our Christmas vacay, for like over a month, I had like a perfect routine. And when I say routine, I mean like morning routine. And I, believe it or not, I was doing really well mentally. And I would wake up, there's hair in my eye. Can you see that?
Oh. No.
But I would wake up, I would, brush my teeth. I would do my coconut pulling. I would dry brush. I would take a cold shower, and then I would drink my coffee or whatever, caffeine, whatnot. Like I had that, and I would journal every morning. I had like a really good routine with that. I know. And then I went on vacation. I was like, I'll just pick it up when I come back, or I'll do some of it on vacation. Like I brought my coconut oil and, brought my dry brush, didn't dry brush once, coconut pulled, I think once, maybe twice. But like, other than that, I did not take a cold shower. That's for sure. Like I just like let go of all of that. And now I'm like, oh my God, why do I feel like ass all the time? And it's like, just do your routine. But I don't want to, you know what I mean?
I'm so bad about getting back into a routine.
Yes.
I think it just goes like, I'm just like scared to like fail.
Yeah.
I'm like, great, I have to start this over again. Great.
Yeah. Yep. I'm like, oh, what a pain in the ass. And like when I'm doing it, it's not like I feel fine. I like doing it too. Like, Katrina and I were just talking about when we lived in Ohio, we did yoga every single night. Like right before bed, we would do yoga in our little guest room. That was like our yoga room. We'd kick all the animals out and we would do yoga. We were so focused on it. It was so like good to do it. We would even do classes every now and like go to do like classes at studios and stuff. And we loved it. Like it was so routine that it wasn't a routine, Yeah. And now we're like, oh my God, we really need to do yoga. Like I know there's a difference when I sleep better. My back doesn't hurt as bad. Like it's just all these things are so much better when I do yoga. But when it comes to it and it's like, should we do yoga tonight? So we're trying to hold each other accountable. We're on day 2 of doing it, which hopefully by the time this comes out, we're on day like 15. I'll keep you updated. But yeah, like I just feel so much better when I do it. But it's like, I think you put the label of like, it's a routine or you have to do it. And I'm like, nope.
And then it becomes a chore. Like,
yeah.
No.
Yeah. I'm like, ew, I hate yoga. Like, no, I don't.
Like I actually really love this.
Yeah. Which brings me into like Kelly's corner.
Yeah.
That girl has been doing yoga since she was born, I think. At least. Maybe earlier. I don't know. But like I want to have that discipline. I'm like, how do you she's also so flexible that I'm like, my body is so, my joints, everything is so bony and tight that like even putting my hands flat, I'm like, ooh, ow, that hurts a little bit. Yeah. So I'm like, maybe that's why she
is naturally very bendy.
Yeah. That's a good word, bendy.
I do like yoga, but I think part of it being so competitive.
Yeah.
As I am. I don't like yoga because I'm not the best in the room.
Competing. Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I can touch my toes, and then this person's over here like doing a pretzel, and I'm like,
literally, I felt the same way. When I was in Ohio, I was struggling really bad, and I was going to therapy and whatnot. My therapist was like, try journaling, going to yoga, blah, blah, all that stuff. And I was like, no, Megan, I won't. I was like, that sounds awful. I was like, I've tried yoga and I don't like it. And she's like, okay, whatever. And then once I chose for myself, because I strongly believe like, even when you're so depressed and you're like, why isn't anything changing? Like you have to have an internal decision to feel better. I'm not saying it goes away like that, but like I was finally like, okay, I'm going to go to yoga. We're going to do yoga every night. So we did yoga every night. And then I was like, okay, I feel comfortable enough going to a class. We started going. I loved going. And I knew I wasn't the best in the room. And you know me, like I'm not comfortable in uncomfortable situations. Like I'm not somebody who's like yeah, I want to go do that while everybody else is so good at it and I'm not. Like I was like, whatever. Like this is the place to feel that. Like this is a place
Mhm.
to feel like it's okay. I don't have to be the best at
Yeah.
it. And yoga, I think, like truly changed my perspective on life because I was like, it doesn't matter. Like who cares? Like
Mhm.
I remember leaving yoga classes and it would be like a beautiful sunset, be nice and warm in Ohio. And I
Oh,
just remember telling Katrina all the time, like, I am happy. Like, I don't remember the last time I felt like happy and excited and not just like, yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm okay. Like, I love that. But ask me today to go to a yoga class and be like, no,
no thanks.
I won't. Isn't that crazy that we do that?
No, I think that's probably normal. I feel like it is like an internal like, because like I feel like most people know or like have some sort of idea of like
Mm-hmm.
what they need to do to like feel better, get their
Yeah.
mind on a better track.
Yeah.
And it's that internal like that internal voice telling you like, oh, you can't do it.
Yeah.
Or like, no, you won't be able to do it. So
Yeah.
it's hard. Like
Yeah.
to be like, no, I can do it.
Yeah. It's insane. Like sometimes I feel like the body craves sadness more than it does like happiness.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I know how I feel after yoga.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't I get myself to do it? It's like, I'd rather not get dressed and go and all of that, like the hassle of that. But like, shouldn't the feeling of afterwards make me want to do those things?
Maybe it's just like the lack of endorphins being produced.
Yeah,
And
whatever.
then, yeah, I don't know.
This is where we get delusional.
It's just, yeah, the lack of endorphins that you're not producing are telling you that you shouldn't go. Just don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you go, your body's going to remember and you're going to be like, there it is.
Yeah. And I think because of the world that we live in, it's like, doing this, it's like that automatic dopamine hit. Like you unlock your phone, automatic dopamine in your brain, I think. So it's like, your phone vibrates and you're just like constantly on it. There was a documentary about cell phones
Is
and
it?
the internet.
I think I've seen it.
It came out probably when Katrina and I first started dating. So like 3-ish years ago, I think. I did not sleep after for like days. I was just like, oh my God. I was like, I don't want to be anywhere near my phone. Like I was so conscious of everything happening on my phone. I would watch it again just to get away from it.
Back in the day, like I would go through like social media cleanses. Like I didn't have like social media for like the longest time.
You were really good at that. Yeah.
I was like, I'm done. And I got to a point. Part of it's like, I just want to go off the grid, blah, 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 like whatever. And I'm kind of getting to that point again where I'm like, I'll keep like Facebook because that's like how like communicating with other people and stuff. But like Instagram and Snapchat, I'm like, I don't need that. Like, I don't need all these apps. Like, I'm really OCD about apps on my phone.
Yeah.
I don't like downloading apps. So just like keep it simple. But I'm like, I think I might be getting close to doing another like social media cleanse. But then if I do that again and end up re-downloading like Instagram, people are gonna be like, okay. So I feel like if I do it again, like this will be like my last, like no more Instagram, no more Snapchat.
Yeah.
But then Snapchat's hard because it's like all the videos and stuff I have on it. I would have to go through and like save them to my camera roll because they're funny. Like the memories I have on there are funny, but I'm just like, I don't know. And then I think too, I'm like, am I gonna be like 50 posting on Instagram?
Right. Like when does it stop?
Yeah. Like, does it stop? Because we're the generation of social media. I'm like, where does it end?
Yeah. I think it's called the social dilemma, I believe.
Yes.
I think that's what it is. I feel the same way. Like I just want to get rid of all my social media. I don't know why I have such a tie to it. Like I've always felt like that. I recently just like took all my notifications off. Like I turned them off. So unless I go into Snapchat, like I don't know that I have a Snapchat notification. So like when like you and Kelly will like Snapchat me, like I'll respond like 2 days later and I'm like, oh my God, cute Luna girl. Like look at her. And it's like, you guys are talking about something totally different. Same thing on like Instagram. I don't have notifications on Instagram unless I go into the app. But then it worked for a while, but now I feel like I'm checking those apps more because I'm like, do I have notification? Do I have notification? Like constantly looking. But also it's hard because like I want this to work and I want, what I want to get into is social media and like all of that stuff. And Maggie and I kind of talked about it where it's like, where is that line of like getting off my phone or like doing this and, having that imposter syndrome of like, am I doing this because I want to be on social media or because I want to do this, am I even good at it? Whatever. I can go into a million things there, but yeah, it's like, what do you mean? And when is Instagram going to die? I feel like it kind of has, but like Facebook, not a lot of people go on Facebook anymore. Like that's not a thing. Twitter is not a big thing. Like MySpace died a long time ago. Like when is it going to be Snapchat? When is it going to be Instagram? When is it like, and are they going to replace it with something else? Like right now it's TikTok.
I even thought about like deleting TikTok because I'm like,
wow, yeah.
I'm like, I don't really need it. But then like for us, like for this, I'm like, well, it's kind of cheating because I still have like, but then is it like, I guess it would just have to be like even more disciplined, like, because I'd still have like the apps and stuff.
Right.
But like maybe I only have them on my iPad. So it's like if I do open it up, it's like, okay, for like a work purpose, like this is, I'm going on it to like make a TikTok for us and
yeah. Like instead of having like my own private Instagram, it's just too delusional to care. Like that's what I go on. But I'm like, is that going to be a scapegoat for me? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I'm already like, I'm pretty good about only going on our social medias when I'm like wanting to upload or see like what people are responding to our stuff.
Yeah.
I'm already pretty good at it, but I don't know. This might be the year of, I might be gone from social media.
Yeah. Make that a prediction. Social media crash 2024. Just kidding. That scares me because I feel like social media crash is. Did you watch that new movie on Netflix?
No. What is it called? I was trying to find movies to watch and I couldn't remember what it was called. Oh, is it like As We Are Now or something?
Maybe
happening now.
The
movie with the boat.
Bullets. I'll find it really quick, but it messed me up. Like I was like,
that's what I've heard,
but not in a bad way. But I was like, oh my god, that's gonna happen. But also, it just like it didn't end. Like there was it ended, and I was like, this movie fucking sucked. Like this was not a good movie. Leave the World Behind.
Yeah.
I think. Is that it? No, that can't be it. Maybe. No, I think that's it. That sounds like it's it. Leave the World Behind. So yeah, watch it. But I didn't know what it was about. And then stuff like that can really get to me. Like I think about it too much. And I'm like, oh my God, this is it. Like this is the world.
I wish that I could like, I wish I knew someone who was like really good at internet stuff and could like just completely like delete me from the internet.
Yeah.
Like digital footprints like freak me out.
Yeah. But also the opposite freaks me out. And I think that's just because we grew up in the era that we grew up in, where it's like not being on, like if everything crashed, I would not be able to talk to my family. Like I would have no connection with them, and that is terrifying. Katrina and I literally thought about, I can't remember what we watched, but we were like, okay, if if some disaster happens, are you going to come to me or am I going to come to you? Like and we're not physically together. Like let's say you're at school or I'm up in Chicago visiting my family and you're here. Like, what are we going to do? Like insane that either of our brains even think like that. Like we were watching a new documentary on Netflix. Oh my God, what's it called? There's another documentary about it, but it's this girl who gets like accused of Gone Girl. She like gets kidnapped in the middle of the night. Her boyfriend was next to her the whole time. Like, so anyway, long story short, I said, Katrina, you got to pause it. And I was like, okay, if this happened to us, what would we do? Like, let's play it out. I'm like, if you prepare, it can't happen, right? Like,
we got to get ready for this.
Yeah. I'm like, if somebody tries to kidnap us, what are we doing? And she's like, I'm going to obey. And I'm like, I'm not. So we got to get on the same page here.
We got to be one team, one fight here.
Yeah. So
I think of like those insane hypotheticals. I'm like, how would I be?
Yeah.
I'm just curious to see like how like my fight, flight, or freeze would actually kick in, because like I could say like right now, like if someone broke into my hotel room in the middle of the night, I'm gonna beat them up. But like realistically,
I know exactly how I'd get out of here.
Like realistically, no, I'm probably gonna die. Like I'm gonna start crying.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
That's how. I feel the same way. I tell you guys all the time. I'm convinced something like that's going to happen in my life. Which I'm not saying that for any invitations.
Ned, please don't.
Yeah. But yeah. So that is not my prediction for 2024.
No, we're not getting kidnapped in 2024.
No.
I think those like crazy hypotheticals are also like a big reason I want to just go off the grid, because like the less I feel like the less exposed I am to the world, the less the world's exposed to me, and can't find me.
Yeah. No. If living in some hilly green area where neighbors were a mile away, I don't want neighbors too far because I want them close enough just in case. But like, and I could just have pretty little flowers in my garden and then like have a horse and be able to feed myself with my land and food that I can grow and all of that and never have to leave, I would do that.
Yeah.
But
I would love that.
Everything is expensive.
Yes. I would love like nothing more than to just live in the middle of nowhere. Like you can call me on my flip phone.
Or my landline, because I don't have a cell phone. I don't have internet.
Yeah, and just be completely like oblivious to the world around me. I'm like, I could do that. That would be fine.
Yeah.
Be okay with that.
Yeah. That's my prediction for 2024.
Total isolation.
Yeah, total isolation. I'm fine.
I'm good. We're good. I have some like things. I think, okay, so back on track. I think Taylor and Travis are going to get engaged.
Ooh, I also feel like that's going to happen.
I felt like you had that.
Yeah.
I don't know why I think this, but I think scientists are going to discover a new planet.
Ooh, I like that. I had a hard time thinking outside the box, but I went kind of to match that one. I feel like they're going to find a new way to run cars. So like maybe like a water car.
Yeah. I think there was something about that. Like somebody did discover it and there was like, I get too much into conspiracy theories. Like they figured out kind of a way like that, how that would work. And then that person disappeared.
Okay.
So
that's not my prediction. Sorry, please don't make me disappear. Actually, if you make me disappear to a tiny hilly land,
if I can have some rules about it. No, we're not going to be the ones who are going to disappear for that idea, because I mean the powerful people are going to look at our podcast and be like,
they're fine. Not a threat.
Not a threat.
Oh my god, yeah.
Speaking of too, I don't know. I guess I'm really just off the grid here. I do think flip phones are going to make a comeback.
I hope they do. I feel like smartphone flip phones are back, right?
Yeah, that's like a thing now.
They're not back, but they're like a thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want a BlackBerry.
I
want a Razor.
I feel like this is like the social media generation, but I think there's going to be like a shift. I think it's going to go more to like this type of social media instead of like Instagram. Like, I think we're going to see a lot less of people like showing off their lives, and I think a lot more like
real
stuff. Yeah.
Yes, I totally agree. So I put this is going to be the year of no trends. We're sick of trends. We're tired. We can't maybe this is coming from like millennial brain. We're like, please stop with the trends.
I'm still in 2019. I don't know.
Yeah. But no, I feel like kind of going with what you said, like, I feel like people are going to be podcasts are a big thing. But I don't know. I just feel like trends are so tiring, like, what is it right now? Like mob wife trend? Like,
I Couldn't
Did
tell
you
you.
see that? Yeah. Because I
Mob
guess,
life?
well, apparently clean girl aesthetic was the thing last year.
I
Didn't
thought
know
that
that.
was this year.
I didn't know at all. Clearly, look at me.
I knew clean girl.
And then everybody's like, no, it's rat girl. And I'm like, why can't we just stop? Stop it all. I think this is going to be the year. I think everybody's going to just be like, you know what?
I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
I
I'm
hope
going to
it
do
is.
this, do that. I don't care.
Yeah. I feel like the breaking point of trends was the Stanley Cup. Everybody got the Stanley Cup. And now I feel like everybody's like, why did we care so much? Like, I feel like now people are like, what the hell? And maybe this has happened before and we're just like old enough to see it now. But I feel like people are like, dude, like it doesn't matter. Like I was doing my makeup for this. Clearly, can you tell I did my makeup? Like I was doing my makeup and I was like, nobody's ever asked me for a makeup tutorial.
No.
Why? Because I just fucking do it. You know what I do? I still fucking put foundation on, I put my powder on. None of it is correct. But guess what? It gets done. And I hope everybody stays with like what they enjoy. People really love doing makeup and like love that kind of stuff. Keep doing it. But you know what? The trends of it need to stop. Like it doesn't matter if you wear winged eyeliner or not, or if you put blush on your nose or not. Like I don't know any of that stuff. But like I think this is a year where it's out.
Like if you're not doing something, it's like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Originality is in.
Yeah, I've never been trendy, so I'm like, this is perfect.
Yeah, I'm like, please. Yeah, I'm going to make this prediction until it happens.
Yeah, I can't afford it. So I'm like, that's so great. Everyone's getting the Stanley Cups, and they're nice, and they're aesthetic. And I'm like, I hate them. It's the same thing like with the hydro flasks. Like, well, you have a hydro flask, but when they started like coming out and like getting like they were popular, I was like, I just can't really afford to buy like a 50 or however much money they were. I was like, I just Walmart's good.
You know, I had like a Nalgene forever. I had like, or just like the knockoff hydro flasks and stuff. Whatever. The only reason I have this is because Katrina is trendy. And when we got together, she was like, I'm going to buy you a hydro flask. She bought it. She did most of the stickers on here. And I like, that's it. I never in a million years would ever imagine spending that much money on a water bottle.
No, I'm all for, like, if you want to buy me something, fantastic.
Sure.
Like, right. Yeah. I really like those like UGG short slipper things that are.
Oh, yeah. You asked for
those. I'm never going to buy myself them. Yeah. But if somebody were to buy them for me, I would. I'm still wearing the same jacket I wore like senior year of high school. Like
literally.
The trendy green jacket from Forever Go. Yeah, I'm still rocking that. So.
Yeah. I'm not, everything that's coming back is cracking me up though. Like the Uggs. I'm like, oh, so interesting. I was never a fan of Uggs because I don't know. I was like, I don't want to spend the money on something like that. Like they make a knockoff. Well, now it's like everybody wants the dupe of everything. Yeah. Everybody's like, what's the Amazon storefront link to the Lululemon leggings? Like whatever. Yeah.
I think it's funny that flare yoga pants are coming back. But I actually saw something, I think like pink is making a comeback.
Wow.
Yeah, like the literal like fold over waistband pink. I was like, that's but I will say I do like I liked the flared leggings. I liked them first. I like the material that they are now because it's more like spandex and not like cotton. Like what was that?
Yeah, and they would always rip. They'd always get tiny little holes in them.
Like what was that material?
Yeah. Oh,
I've seen that one coming back.
Yeah, I have too. I didn't know that they were like a spandexy feeling, but I like it. I mean, flare jeans are coming back, and I'm like, why did those leave?
That's what I'm saying.
Why did we get rid of them?
I was talking about this with someone. I was like, so skinny jeans were like a big thing. Had skinny jeans forever. But like skinny jeans never really looked good on me because of like my body type. Like I have bigger thighs and like they just like didn't really look good on me. And I'm like flared jeans and like boot cut jeans have always looked really good on me because of my body type. So I'm like, why did I stop wearing them for like 4 years? 5 years.
Yeah. Or like the slim fit is not slim, like the straight leg.
The straight leg, yeah.
Yeah. And those in flares, I feel the same way. Like it looked better because my legs are like fucking toothpicks with like a potato on top. Like I am like my legs are so tiny and my torso is just a brick, And so I hated skinny jeans because I was like, this looks fucking stupid. The only thing that looks good on me is leggings with an oversized sweatshirt and
literally
socks over my leggings. Like, where did that go? Yeah.
I will say, remember when we were in high school and it was like the leggings with the Uggs or Ugg type boot and the gigantic hoodies?
Yes.
I feel like that's kind of it's not really like a trend, but I feel like that's like something that's coming back.
I never got rid of that, I think.
I didn't
Minus the boots. I wear socks pulled up over my leggings, which apparently that's going out of style. But I'll wear socks over my leggings and then like clogs.
Yeah. You know what's interesting? I was talking to Shannon and because she said she posted something about like some music or whatever, and she was like, they just like don't have music like this anymore, like and like plan to play at bars. And I was like, I really feel like you missed out. I don't know if like COVID kind of ruined like the bar scene, but I'm like, I have like me and my friends would literally like get together Friday, Saturday night, we'd pregame, we'd get dressed together, listen to music, like we got ready to like go out. Like it was like a whole thing. Yeah. And then you'd get to the bar and like you'd be like running around, dancing, like talking to people. I'm like, the bar used to be fun. Like now it's like you go and you just kind of like sit at a table and just talk with the same people that you went there with, which is fine. But I'm like, you missed out because we were really up there. Just
I feel like our age group in general, I don't even want to say our like probably our generation, we made going out like a thing. Like you said, like getting ready. It was like it wasn't even, oh, we're going to the movies tonight. We're so excited for the movies. It was more my camera over there. It was more like, oh my gosh, we're getting ready at McCall's house and like bring 14 pairs of like jeans just in case anybody wants to borrow them. And it was like 2 hours of just like getting ready and like, oh, Abby, will you do my eyeliner? Kelly, what should I wear? Like, it was always like somebody, McCall, make sure you have this or specific. I'm talking like specifically like smack. Cause that was like,
be like, McCall, Katie, try again.
McCall, Katie, please just sit back. Stop touching things.
Don't touch a makeup brush.
God, I was like, Sydney, can I use your, or like, it was always like Abby's makeup. We're like, can you use makeup or Sydney's makeup? And then, like, everybody's clothes, we'd all just like mix and
like we'd literally bring like an overnight, like a suitcase.
Yeah, I bring the vibes. That's what I had. I had the vibes.
I carried like the friends I had too, like in Missouri, like the girlfriends I had too, like we did the same thing. Like this was like, and it really kind of just it stopped with COVID because everything shut down. But I'm like, I was like, Shannon, I do feel bad, Shannon. Like I feel like you never really got, because like her and her friends will go out, but they get ready separately, and then they like will like meet up to like drive together or like meet up at the bar. And I'm like, I kind of feel bad because half the fun was hanging out with your girlfriends, everyone's swapping clothes, like helping each other get ready, talking about like, oh, who's gonna be there tonight, what's gonna be the vibe, and drinking wine out of coffee mugs because you don't have glasses.
Have wine glasses. I'm
like, I really feel bad. I feel like you missed out on like such a fun part of like girlhood.
What other predictions do you have?
Well, I have predictions for the football games happening, which we can't spend too much longer doing.
No.
It's already been 57 minutes.
Yeah, we didn't start till 7 minutes in, so we have 50 minutes, so that's perfect.
But it still sounds like we've been recording for 10 minutes.
10 minutes. I know it.
I don't know what's happening.
What are your predictions for the football? Do you have a prediction for tonight's football game or the Super Bowl? Because I have the Super Bowl.
Both. I have the whole rest of the conference. So I think Detroit will win tonight's game, which let's see how good that prediction is holding up right now. Good.
Oh, yeah.
They're winning.
Hey.
So,
yeah.
So I have the Detroit will win tonight, and then Detroit will beat the 49ers because that was a weird game. And then
you think so?
I do.
The 49ers are favored to win the Super Bowl.
No. Not for me.
Not by me.
So I'm picking my teams based off of no knowledge and just vibes.
Yeah.
So
I'm with you.
I think Detroit's gonna win because I want it to be Detroit and KC. So I think KC is gonna win tonight and beat the Ravens.
Can you pause for a second?
Yeah.
You think it's gonna be the Lions versus Kansas City?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go on.
But yeah, that's my logic. Detroit's gonna beat the 49ers, KC's gonna win tonight, and then they're gonna beat the Ravens. So Lions, KC, and then I think Kansas City's gonna win it purely because of Taylor Swift.
So you think Kansas City is gonna beat Baltimore?
Yep.
Wow. Did you watch the game last night?
Nope. I have watched only Chiefs games, and maybe like 4.
You're funny. I was actually surprised that Green Bay lost. Again, I know San Francisco is favored to win, but Green Bay has had some strong games recently. I don't necessarily have who's going to win, but I feel like I know who's going to win the Super Bowl, but I don't have like the conference games. I think the Bills are going to win. I don't know why, which sucks because that would mean they'd have to win tonight and KC be out. But I don't know. I just have this shitty feeling. I hope that's not the case. I hope KC goes. And I hope Detroit wins because I don't want to see San Francisco win for some reason. I'm like, ew.
I don't either.
Yeah. I just get the ick from them. And I get the ick from Baltimore.
Yeah, I do too. I don't know why.
But that's my prediction. The Bills, maybe Kansas City if they can play better.
I'm nervous.
I'm really lucky.
I'm nervous about the game tonight because they're at the Bills Stadium.
Yeah.
And I feel like having the home field would be like huge right now.
Yeah. It is. Well, I mean, the Texans played the Ravens last night, and I think a big part of why the Texans lost was because they were in Baltimore. And Baltimore was rowdy. They had I would love to look it up, but I won't keep doing that. There were so many false starts and penalties against the Texans that was just, I think, fucking ruined them. Which they're a good team too. You know, I think the Ravens just have the home advantage, which I know the Buffalo Stadium, I know the Bills Stadium is also really rowdy. I think all of them are really loud, but yeah, it'll be an interesting game. I'm excited to watch.
Something about like the New England teams are like,
yeah,
they're intense fans.
Yeah, which KC is the same way, but I feel like it's just cleaner, if that makes sense. Like I feel like the Eagles, I think is a good example. They're just like grungy and they'll just get nasty out there. But like Kansas City's loud, but they're not like
lighting cars on fire and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I love a dedicated fan.
I do too. If there's one thing I'm gonna do, it's commit to the bit, and I love that. So yeah, I think the Bills are gonna win. Hopefully not, but I've got a few more. Who do you think is gonna win the presidential election that's happening this year that I totally forgot about?
I literally couldn't tell you who's running for office.
I couldn't either. Katrina thinks Trump is going to win, which I think is I don't want either of them in office.
Who is he running? Against? Is it literally Trump and Joe Biden again? Like, are we doing?
I think so. Oh my God, sorry. I think so. Which I think all of us are like, we don't want Biden back. Yeah, and I think everybody who voted for Biden can admit, yeah, he wasn't the best, but he was the better of the two. And now it's like,
I just want him to go be like a grandpa.
I know. Just honestly,
he's too old. Like that's like I'm like he's too old. He's too old. He needs to go be enjoying retirement with his wife. Yeah. Like they need to be going and enjoying their golden years. Like And part of me, like, when it comes to presidential elections, I'm like, there's nobody else out of everybody eligible.
Literally,
this is it.
Yeah, it's a popularity contest. That's all it is.
I don't even know. I should probably look into that because I will be voting.
Don't know. Don't care. Whatever.
So you think it's going to be? I think so. I guess if it is those two,
Yeah.
probably would be Trump.
I'm just praying it's not Ron DeSantis. You know, I thought his name was Rhonda Santos for the longest time. I stand by it. Anyway, Katrina thinks Taylor Swift is going to drop a surprise album. So not a remake, like a re-record, a surprise album, which I'd be down for that.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah. I also think, now I'm just spouting them off.
Yeah.
I think minimalistic is going out and like 90s hoarding is coming back.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've already yeah.
And then I think men dress cool right now. Like this kind of came from Katrina. And we kind of came down to like exactly what we think. We think men are going to stop dressing cool. So like she said, men are going to stop wearing crop tops. And I just think, you know, I think men's style has been pretty cool lately. It's just been, you know, just right on par with like not the polos and khakis and Sperry shoes. You know, it's not that, but it's also not like something absolutely ridiculous. I feel like they've got a cool style
they do.
right now.
I like the slacks and like things are a little baggier, a little more. Yeah, they do have good stuff.
I think it's going out. I think they're gonna stop. Yeah,
I think they're gonna revert back to like polos and
something. I think they're
shorts.
Yeah, you know what? I think it's gonna be like trends are out. We're dressing how we want. Basketball shorts and t-shirts.
That's fair.
So
red on red. It's fine.
Yeah. Monochromatic. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, I would die.
Yeah. Those are my predictions.
I like those.
2024.
We'll have to check back next year. Actually, most of our predictions will be solved in a couple months. So
yeah,
we'll check back in 6 months.
Yeah, we'll let you know. We'll let you know. Yeah.
I'm so nervous for tonight's game.
I know. We should hang up because we have to.
Yeah. I'll come over.
Yeah. On my way. I'd love to. Yeah, well, those are our predictions. We said, did we say welcome? I think so.
Yeah, we did. We did.
And we said, yeah, okay. Well, I'm hungry. Chiefs play in 30 minutes. I got to shower.
We got to upload this recording. All right.
And I know I love you.
I love you.
And follow us on everything.
Yeah.
Because what else are you doing?
So. Yeah. What else do you have to do on this Wednesday?
Yeah. All right. Well.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys next week.
End it.